Howdy y'all, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, well, that's not surprising since this is the first review video I've done. Subscribe if you like. Or like if you like, and subscribe if you want to see more. I suppose it's more appropriate. You'll see everything from things that are 100 years old to things that are relatively new. Today we are looking at the Galaxy Tab A. Officially, I think that's the only name it has. But most people call it the Galaxy Tab A7 because it has a 7-inch screen. I bought this used, but just barely. From my understanding, it should still be in the wrapping on the inside. So let's open her up and find out. Now this tablet has a 7-inch screen, which is, I believe, 1280 by 800, 1.3 gigahertz processor. It has 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, has a 5 megapixel rear camera, and a 2 megapixel FaceTime camera. And I believe has 8 gigabytes of memory put in there, but I believe it is if I'm wrong about this, I'll fix it in the description. I believe it's a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, if I'm not mistaken, which should be pretty good for something this size. It should last all day, certainly. Okay, well, we still got the cloth wrapping. Okay. And, ooh, we still have the plastic. We get to take it off. That's always fun. Let's see what else we got in here. We have a booklet, power adapter, cord, and box. The most interesting thing to a cat. Or a baby. I liked boxes when I was a baby. Well, let's see if it has a charge before I bother trying to charge it, shall we? That's interesting. I don't know if you can see this, but it actually says Galaxy Tab A6. That's weird. Let's let this start up and look at this, and then I'll go figure out why it says that. Let's see, quick start guide. Shouldn't need that for anything. Smart simulator, I don't. Now this is just a support thing. Who cares? And health and safety warning guide. Well, let's read through this. It seems so important. You have no idea how cool that was, what I just said. That was pretty impressive. I'm going to be right back because I want to figure out why this says 6. So, jump cut! Okay, so apparently, I don't know if all of them say that, but it is a 7. Apparently they had branded it as the 6, but they stopped going by that name because people got confused with the screen size. Fun. This should be ready. Yes, it is. So, English, that's the only language I speak, and I don't do it that well. Not most of the time, anyways. Get my handy little book of random stuff here to put in my Wi-Fi password. We're connected. That certainly didn't take multiple attempts. Consent to provide No. No. Doesn't want me to... Yeah. We're updating. Jump cuts! Oh, here's a lot of stuff we're going to click. Let's not have Google have my location. Let's not help improve services. And let's not whatever that last one is. Help prove your Android experience by automatically sending. Nope. Nope to all that. Account. Nope. Skip. I think we might be almost done. Hey! It's not bad. I started pretty quick. So, let's take a look at this. Maybe I should get closer. Might be a good idea. And let's not turn it off yet. It is 98% charged. So it holds a charge in a box for quite a while through the post office from Illinois to Arizona. I turned one of the lights off so it's a little dimmer in the background, but otherwise there's a big reflection right on this. So we have garbage CNN for kids. I assume that's not what it says, but this one is Samsung Kids. We're gonna have to change that. Chrome, Play Store, Samsung Milk. No thank you. And I'm sure there's some other stuff we don't really care about, because that's what they like to do. I do notice, and I did not know this, there's apparently a radio. Okay, so I guess I have to have headphones connected for it to work, but this has a built-in radio. That's kind of cool, I guess. Kind of weird. The only place I can imagine using it is in my truck, which already has a radio, so it's kind of pointless, but it's a little novelty. If we look at the tablet, and I'll turn the light back on for this, it is actually silver along the edge here, or, well, more of a gray. And let's go ahead and do the most satisfying thing in the world. Ow, it actually went under my fingernail. Nope. Oh, well, I can see why they never took it off if it really is used. Ah, there we go. Here's the back. See camera, and I assume this is the speaker. I'm not sure about that. I do notice, look like there are, in the bright light, looks like there's a secondary hole here, but there's no automatic screen adjustment for this, which is kind of weird. There is the front camera there, and the microphone is on the bottom. One thing I don't like about this, the headphone jack is on the top. I'm not a fan of that. My camera also is not either, apparently. There we go. And the charger's on the top too. I don't really like that. I would prefer them all on the bottom, but of course you have the standard power, and yes, my hands are, in case you're wondering why the box was dirty, that's because I was changing a master cylinder today. The screen goes off very quickly, but that can be changed in settings. Of course, you have normal Samsung buttons here at the bottom. Nothing surprising there. Apparently an Energy Star appliance. Woo! Okay, let's try one of these. I put some stuff on here just to test it out. Oh, that's right, it's the Samsung. I'm going to need something to get that in there. What am I holding? I have no idea. But I was holding it. Oh. Let's see. Boop. Preparing SD card. Apparently we have to prepare it. Installing Galaxy apps. What? I don't... Okay. Let's look at apps. Video. I put 3 things on here to give us an idea. This is one of the best John Wayne scenes of all time.
40 years. But Pilgrim, you caused a lot of trouble this morning. Might have got somebody killed. And somebody ought to belt you in the mouth. But I won't. I won't. The hell
I won't. Yeah, I love that scene. Actually taken from, I think I got it here. Hold on. The original cassette. I would like to have it on 8-track. Or 8-track. Yeah, I want it on 8-track. No, I would like to have it on Laserdisc. Unfortunately, there is no Laserdisc version of McClintock for some reason. I guess it's copyright stuff that... Or not copyright, I don't know. Weird stuff. There's a few movies. Back over here. I put music. But not sure. So we're in the little thing here. Let's go to audio. Back to the Woods. Okay, that's on the SD card. Not sure. It's actually not a bad little speaker. If you set it down, though, does kind of cover it up, but not as much as you would think. It's not bad. Not bad. We'll go to images. This is a high-res image. I don't care which it opens up in. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, just a nice pretty picture of the Grand Canyon. Looks pretty good. Let's see if we can really zoom in. Probably not. It is only a 800, so it's just above a 720 technically, but it looks really good. I cannot for the life of me see the pixels, which surprised me because I could on the last Samsung tablet I owned, which had a better screen than this. So now I'm quite impressed. So now for me, the big question is the camera. They're not the best camera built in, but they should be good enough for what I'm hoping. Let's give them a quick test. This thing turns off really quickly. Yeah, photo. Not photo. Camera. Okay. What you take a photo of? This is a weird angle photo. Okay, I will put that up right now. The front-facing camera test. Oh, that's not... How do I make it go around? This button? This button. Just to get a weird picture. And let's try the video. Howdy, y'all. Should be looking up at the camera. And a quick video. We'll do the same. It seems to get much smoother in video mode. It's very jerky in photograph mode, which is pretty normal. It does seem a little bit more jerky than I would expect, but when you actually start recording, it looks very smooth. So you're going to see a little bit more than I will right now. But at the very end of this, I'm going to do an assessment of this after a couple weeks of using this, of what I actually think about it. And right now, you're going to see some outdoor photos. Boom! Howdy, y'all. Should be looking up at the camera. Welcome back. For you, it's been a nice little slideshow. For me, it's been about a month. I thought I'd give it a really good test, and I was kind of waiting for the case. I will clarify, first of all, the case, don't buy the ones that they sell specifically for these from Samsung. They're terrible. I bought this one online. It's quite useful. You can kind of put it in a bunch of different ways, and it's pretty good and pretty cheap and well padded. I've dropped it a few times already and haven't scratched it yet. I'm going to start by saying I love this tablet. Now, that by no way means that this is an excellent tablet. That means that for what this tablet is, it is good. There are tablets that are more powerful. There are tablets that are more capable. There are tablets that are faster. There are tablets that have more features. There are tablets that look nicer. But for $100, I don't think you can beat this, especially with the reliability. Once in a month is all I've had to shut it down. That's it. That is a record for me, I think. I have had tablets from Apple, tablets from Samsung, tablets from HP, and I have never gone a month without having to turn them on and off. Sometimes, certain tablets, I just do that every week or so to keep them running fine. This one I don't have to do that with. It also really likes Spotify, which is a big deal. Most tablets don't. Most tablets crash on Spotify when you've downloaded playlists at least once in a while. It also seems to like the heat. It gets hot here. And I've left this in the car a few times. It's still working when I come back out. Most tablets have overheated, so that's really good. There are, however, a couple of issues. First and foremost, again with the case, this is on, but this is not a smart cover. Yeah. Now, the second issue, and this is the one that is notable for people who plan to edit videos that they've captured or whatever, it does something. Let me show you. So let's come into the YouTube app. I have a video started, one of mine. Okay. Now watch the scroll bar along the bottom. Yep. Well, if I can get my finger on it. See how it stopped there? It does that with everything. It doesn't matter what app it is. It doesn't matter. When you're scrolling, it's like it gets stuck for a second. And that can be problematic if you want to edit at all. I've ran into it a couple of times, but it's not a huge deal. If you're planning to edit a lot of videos, you're probably going to buy a higher end tablet, probably something around the $400 mark, not the $100 mark. This is portable, it's reliable, it's fairly well made, it's decent looking, and it's cheap. I know affordable and cheap are the same thing some of the time, but not all the time. Because if you buy something that's cheap and poorly made, then it's not really affordable at that point. This is both. This is cheap, but it is good. It does what it should do. I can't recommend it more. Now, I will say the camera has worked better than what you saw. You have to keep it very still, and I mean perfectly still while you're taking a photo. It does not like movement, and it does get blurry if you move at all. But once you get used to that, it takes pretty decent photos for a 5 megapixel camera. I did look it up. There is some conflicting data, but it does appear to be a 4,000 milliamp battery. And I will say, this has gotten me through, on average, about 12 hours a day worth of charge with the screen on. That is without the power save feature turned on. I can't complain. I very rarely have to charge it even when I'm using it frequently. I'm very happy with this tablet. It's not the best thing out there, but I have kind of fallen in love with it. It's quirky, it's reliable. I recommend it. That's really all I can say. If you're looking for a tablet for $100, there's not another one I could suggest. I spent a long time researching and playing around with them in Fry's before I decided to buy this one. I actually bought it online, but I went to a physical location to try it out, check the camera, compare them between the other tablets that were the same price. This was the best, and I am glad I bought it. That's it for this time. Happy trails. Whoa there, partner. Just a second. 2 things before we go. 1, you're not crazy. The lighting got a bit better between the beginning of the video and the end of the video. Like I said, it's been a month. Some things have changed. Yay. Bob Wills was right. Time does change everything. Sometimes for the better, sometimes not. But better lighting is better. The second is that I do recommend installing a custom launcher. I have Nova Launcher installed with Gem Icons. The one that it came with wasn't great. Wasn't even good. It's annoying. Samsung launchers always are. They are better at hardware than they are software. Nova Launcher runs beautifully on this. No issues at all. I even have a, I'll show you screen record for this, but I've got a live wallpaper that updates with actual weather, and it runs perfectly. It doesn't even use 1% of the RAM according to the app that does that stuff. So I definitely recommend switching out Samsung's terrible UI. That's it, and happy trails for real this time.